Whether it's a trail, a campground, a scenic overlook, a point of interest, or an entire area, sometimes a place in your park system isn't safe or isn't open. We've just rolled out alerts and closures to help you manage exactly that. This video is a quick overview of what they are and how they work. A storm knocks a tree across the trail. Heavy rain washes out a bridge. Wildfire smoke rolls into the area. Your crew needs to get in and do some work. Or wildlife wanders through and it's not safe to pass. Different reasons, same problem. And it's not just trails. Areas, points of interest, campgrounds, any place you manage can need one of these. Your visitors need to know, and you need an easy way to tell them. That's where alerts and closures come in. Starting with alerts, every alert has a level that sets its color and urgency. Info for general announcements, warning for conditions to know before you go, danger for severe hazards, and emergency for the most severe situations. Emergency alerts pinned to the top of the visitor app and can't be dismissed, so we reserve those for the real thing. Alerts go out to visitors that have subscribed to organizations or a specific location under an organization. Creating alerts and closures is easy. Once you're in Manager, select Alerts. That's where we're going to start. In the Alerts section, you can easily see all of the active alerts. You can also view scheduled, expired, and archived alerts. When viewing your alerts, you can easily use the quick filters at the top. This will allow you to search by alert level, location type, and if notifications have been sent or not sent. To begin creating an alert, select the Create Alert button at the top right. On the Create Alert page, you can see there will be a title, a body, a start and end time, the organization, the location of the alert, any media, documents, or paper maps that need to be added to the alert. So let's create our alert. First, we're going to enter a title here. Now we'll go over to level and select our alert level. For this example, let's go with a warning. You can then enter your body for the alert, which gives more context to the visitors. Here I copy and pasted an alert body. Moving down to timing, we can add a start date. We'll just set it to today. You also have the option to add an end date. I'm not going to add an end date for this and leave it open-ended. Now I can go down and select or type in the affected location. Let's go with Zion National Park. You can see at the top here, one location is selected. Alerts and closures can be tagged to multiple locations at once. Now, moving down, I can attach any media. I'm not going to do that for this alert. Then I select Create Alert at the bottom right-hand corner. On the alert page, you'll see three options at the top: to resend the notification, to edit the existing alert, or archive the alert. You can also see the details such as warning, active, published to social. You can see the body of the description. You can see further contextual information: who it was created by, when the notification was sent, when it was created, if it was archived, the start date, as well as the published to social at. You can see where it applies in the area and any attached media to the alert here. I can also select the alerts section here on the left-hand side. Here you can see my active alert that I just created at the top. I can click into this alert to view that information as well. I can resend the notification for my alert should I want to remind visitors about this important alert. Just select the resend notification button at the top right-hand corner here, and then select resend notification. I can archive an alert at any time by going to my alerts and selecting archive alert. This will remove the alert from the public feed. If I toggle on archived, I can now view all archived alerts. Transitioning over to OuterSpatial Web, you can see I've pulled up Zion National Park, and I can see my active alerts at the very top. I can open the alerts to view more information. I can also click View All Alerts at the bottom here, and this will show me all of the active alerts for this park as well as their description. To get further information, I can select the alert itself, and it will open this page, which has all of the alert information for me here. I can also view the alert by selecting just the alert itself without clicking View All Alerts. And this will pull up the alert information page. Now transitioning over to the mobile, on the OuterSpatial app, I can select a location from the map or by searching it. Here, let's select Zion National Park. You can see the active alerts up at the top of the page here, and similar to web, I can select the alerts and either view them all or select an individual alert. Let's view them all. Here, I can easily filter at the top by the alert type I'm looking for, whether it be emergency, danger, info, warning. I can also select the location type that I'm searching for the alerts. Here I can select areas or trails, outings, or even points of interest, just to further filter down the alerts. For this instance, let's look at warnings and areas. You can see here the Stage 2 fire restriction in effect that we just recently created. Similar to web, instead of clicking View All Alerts, I can just click the alert itself and it will open the alert page, which gives me all of the contextual information for this alert. Now let's transition to closures. In OuterSpatial Manager, I can easily click on the Closures button here on the left-hand side, and this will open the Closures page. Here I can view all active closures. I can easily apply these filters at the top to filter by location, closure reason, closure duration, and emergency only or non-emergency closure types. Creating a closure is easy. Select Create Closure at the top right corner. From here, you can see my closure reason. I'll select a reason for this example. Let's go with fire. You can optionally add a name for your closure. You can add a description should you want. Here I'm going to paste in a fire closure description. You can mark this closure as an emergency. We're not going to mark this one. I can set the timing and duration type. So this could be a temporary, permanent, or scheduled. I can select the scope, so is it full or partial? Let's go with partial for this one. I can then select when this closure starts. Alternatively, I could leave this blank and it will start immediately. I can also select an ends at time and date. I'm going to leave this blank to leave it open-ended. Then I go in and select my affected location. Let's do Mono Lake. Once I select that, I can click Create Closure at the bottom right-hand corner. On my closure screen, I can see the closure type at the top here, details such as the type. I can see the description for the closure. I can also see further information such as created by, created at, starts at, and when it ends. I can also see the affected locations for the closure at the bottom. I can create an alert, edit the closure, or end the closure here. Alerts and closures can easily be tied together. On a closure, I can select Create Alert. Here, I can see the title already populated based on my closure. I can set an alert level. I can also view the body ported over from my closure. I can add more information should I want. We're going to set the level for this to warning. I can choose a start date and an end date, or leave blank to activate immediately, and leave the end date blank for an open-ended alert. Active alerts notify followers of the organization and the affected locations when they start. I can see the organization for the alert, the location, which is the same location from my closure. I can also attach any images, media such as documents and paper maps that I want to the alert. Then at the bottom right, I'll simply click Create Alert in order to launch my alert. Here on OuterSpatial Web, you can see I've pulled up Mono Lake, and you can see my closure here. Since I did a partial closure, you'll see the tile for partially closed. I can also go down and view the map, and you'll see the closed cartography on the map for Mono Lake. Switching over to OuterSpatial Mobile, I can pull up Mono Lake on the map. Here you'll see that partially closed tile, as well as the closed cartography. If I select Mono Lake and open the page, you'll also see the closed tile for partially closed. I can also scroll down and view the map for Mono Lake individually, and you can see that closed cartography on the map, should I want to zoom in and view any other information about this place. Visitors can get more information about closures and alerts on help.outerspatial.com. I can go to Web and select Alerts and Closures, and here we have information for visitors about alerts and closures and how they work for visitors. For organizations, I can go to For Organizations and select the Manager tab here. Within the Manager tab, I can find articles that can help me learn how to navigate Manager. If I select Alerts, you can see the alerts documentation. This will cover creating alerts, alert statuses, and any other information you may need to help yourself navigate alerts. I can also go over to the Closures article, and here I can view all information about closures, the differences between closures and alerts themselves, what can be closed, creating a closure, closure reasons and durations, and any other closure information I need. This is just the start for alerts and closures. We have far more to come. Whether it's a trail, a campground, a scenic overlook, a point of interest, or an entire area, sometimes a place in your park system isn't safe, isn't open, needs maintenance, or you just want to pass an alert with contextual information out to visitors. We've just rolled out alerts and closures to help you manage exactly that. In the future, look out for historic alert tracking. Right now, once an alert expires, it's gone from view. Soon, visitors will be able to look back at past alerts on the web, so if someone's checking a place's history, they'll have that context. Also, look out for polygon closures. Right now, a closure applies to whole locations you select. Polygon closures will let you draw the exact shape of the affected area, so you can close precisely what's impacted. Nothing more, nothing less. This is a first iteration, and we've got more coming. So expect this tool set to keep growing and continuous improvements to be made. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to our team using the success@outerspatial.com email.